What's up YouTube, this is your boy Big back in my video today. So I had to think about what video I was gonna do, and basically I think I found it. So I'm gonna talk about this past Monday's Raw event that I watched. I loved it. It's very, very good. The last match between Rollins and Ziggler was good. Then Lesnar comes out, he's a living hell out of Rollins. I mean, this is the problem that I have with Lesnar, because look at what he did to Rollins. He F5'd him like 3 or 4 times, at least when he's into the ambulance, he did it. I'm like, what the, I mean, this is our Universal Champion, and if Rollins can't compete at SummerSlam, it's gonna suck, and we know who to blame. It's like, what the hell? He's literally destroying his opponent for SummerSlam. Why the hell would you want to destroy your opponent for SummerSlam? You want a freaking opponent for SummerSlam for the championship, or you want to be some jackass that loses it all because it's arrogant bullshit and gets nowhere? You know, it's you know, you know to me, it's sad to say that's Lesnar. He's not the championship material that we deserve to have. And the fans like this kind of stuff, and God bless you. But I'm not gonna stand by in silence and say, oh, I agree with Lesnar. I'm 100% behind him. Well, let's, kiss his ass or whatever. No, I'm not doing that kind of crap. I'm not gonna be that guy that pretty much stands there and says, "Oh, Lesnar's the future. Lesnar's the best." I'm gonna praise his ass. I ain't praising him for shit. He can kiss my ass, because I'm not gonna be that type of person where, he disrespects somebody like that and almost tries to destroy his opponent for SummerSlam. You gotta be kidding me, because you literally had an opportunity to, you had the opportunity to defend his title properly against somebody like that. And now we're basically seeing the true side of Lesnar. Lesnar doesn't give a damn whose opponent it is or who else he faces. He will destroy the hell out of them. And that's a concern that I would think most people would have. That I wouldn't be standing by here and saying, well, he's doing the right thing. He should destroy, Rollins and all that, and, praise him, praise Lesnar. I'm not praising Lesnar for crap. I would disown him for that, because you don't really destroy your opponent the day 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, and you're gonna have no opponent at all. So why would you waste time trying to destroy somebody that you can have a great match with, all in all, and now you're just destroying your reputation because he thinks it's a funny idea to do it. I don't find that funny. I find it kind of arrogant and really stupid. It's the arrogance of Lesnar that really kind of ticks me off a little. It's not that I'm not, hating on him. It's just I can't respect somebody that really tries to still destroy his own opponent at SummerSlam, 2 weeks away from it, and you don't even know what the condition of Rollins is. He was bleeding from the mouth. He got severe injuries from his ribs, like I bet. You're looking at a real crazy, effed up match to where you look either is gonna even be a SummerSlam with Rollins if he shows up. It's like, what the hell? This is a problem that I have with that, because this bothers me in a way where I'm looking at this. I'm looking forward to seeing a great, an awesome SummerSlam, but all we're gonna see is pretty much destruction from Lesnar, and him being that arrogant, idiot that he is, get his way. It's like, dude, he wanted the match at SummerSlam. He wanted the opponent for the Universal title. You knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna take place. Why would you almost literally try to kill your goddamn opponent, injure him to where he can't even compete, which may not happen, and you couldn't even have a fair match with the dude, with Rollins. I mean, that's messed up. And then, all that going on, it's just really, it's really fucked up because that's not how I would want to compete against my opponent against something. I wouldn't want to destroy him when he couldn't even freaking walk or move or breathe. And Rollins, he may need surgery or something or get some severe injuries with him. With that, it's just it bothers me enough that that happened. And he got Shane run his mouth saying, "Oh, he's the whatever," and this and that. He's gonna make Owens quit. No, Owens is gonna make his ass quit. It should be that, but it's not going to be. But I think Kevin Owens gonna whoop him, take him down easily. Um, if there's even a match with Lesnar and Rollins, I don't know, but the last couple of days since this feud started, it's been really hectic. It's been crazy. It's just like payback. But this is why Lesnar is not the guy that I want to represent a company where he goes out there, does whatever the hell he wants, destroys whoever the hell he wants, and doesn't give a damn. It's like, dude, somebody could beat the living crap out of you, literally beat the crap out of you, bad enough you couldn't breathe or walk. But you're doing to Rollins because you think he's a weak piece of crap that doesn't give a shit. Like, oh, let's destroy him, let's beat him up, let's do whatever the hell we want to him, and take it for granted. It's like, dude, that's not how I see an opponent towards SummerSlam when it comes around. That's not That's not doing things smart. That's being stupid. It's like, dude, you're representing the company as a Universal Champion. Now you're representing as a Universal dumbass because you're literally trying to kill your opponent and trying to destroy your opponent. Literally before you have a match at SummerSlam. So, what the hell? It's like, it's more crazy to hear about that now because that's going to be a story. If Rollins can't compete, then who can take his place? If anyone takes his place, Lesnar would destroy and beat the crap out of anybody he puts in front of him. They put in front of him. That's my concern. I think I have a concern more with Lesnar really trying to destroy the company and have nobody compete for a championship because he doesn't want anybody to take his title or, take his pride as champion. Screw you as champion because you suck for one. And I don't think that's the person I would want to represent as a competitor or as a champion. I don't think he should be champion because I've said this multiple times. Like, Lesnar should have stayed away. He should have literally just stayed away, kept his ass where he was in UFC, and just did his thing. I don't know why he had to come back, prove a point where he's got to be the tough bastard that he is that has to come around, does what he wants, says what he wants, but you're literally destroying somebody, 2 weeks away from your match at SummerSlam, and you might not even have one. This is the concern that I have with Lesnar because he does these stupid things when he destroys his opponent, or you're lucky to make it to SummerSlam. It's like it's sad, but it's crazy shit, and it happens. And I look at this match between Rollins and Lesnar, where you look at it going to be a match. You look at it going to be an appearance by Rollins if he makes it, because he's going to be injuredly, he's going to be taped up, he's going to be majorly bruised, be in major pain. And if it can, fight through the pain, fight through all that, then he might have a chance to win the title. But the way the injuries he had is gonna cause some severe pain to him, and he's gonna be hurt like a mother. And you'd be lucky he even shows up at something. You'd be lucky he even competes. But if he can't compete and the WWE, the doctors won't let him, then that's sad because I want to see that match. And this is not how I predict that sometimes to be, where you beat the living F out of your opponent and you can't even effing walk. At this point, if he's lucky, it's like, come on. You wanted to have a fair match, you didn't have one. And now you're just destroying everybody in your sight. It's crazy. And nothing that really baffled me was when Reigns was going to come out and have an interview who his opponent going to be for SummerSlam, then the backstage area fell on him, missed him. I'm like, that's a little strange because I don't know what happened with that or whatever that was. It was very weird. It's very strange to see that. It's like, okay, who do want to destroy Reigns? Would it be Joe? Would it be Samoa Joe? Would it be, Lashley? Would it be Drew McIntyre? I mean, my guesses are on Joe and Samoa Joe, maybe Drew McIntyre, but I think McIntyre is more focused on everything else. I think Samoa Joe would be the first victim of it. I could see that being what that is. I could see Samoa Joe, literally going at the Reigns for doing that. It could be anybody that really tried to screw him in that match and with that backstage. So I don't know. It's a tough. That's an interesting scenario, but I don't really know the answers to it. But that's what my concern with that whole thing with Lesnar and Rollins is just it's crazy. I feel bad for Rollins. I hope he feels better. Prayers are with him. For Rollins and for Becky Lynch. Her boyfriend at the time, which still is. I feel bad for. I really feel bad for her and for him. It's like Lesnar crossed the line where he shouldn't have crossed the line, but he did it anyway. And I don't think he really cares and has any regrets to it because that's just, my opinion. But I look at it as this. You want to have a fair match. You want to have something fair. You do it the correct way. You don't just do whatever the fuck you want and try to prove a point where, okay, you're the toughest SOB, but you could have had a really fair match going into this, and now you have nothing. So if Becky Lynch did the same thing to Natalia, Natalia did the same thing to her, that brutally, it would be a very sad scenario. Again, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion towards that, where you look at it as it would have been a great something to see Rollins compete for a title, but if you're looking at, major injuries, looking at major problems and all this stuff, it's gonna be like a very tough and crazy scenario where it has to be really it would be a really sad situation for Rollins. For anybody who, is praying for him and all that, it's sad to see, what becomes of Lesnar now and his actions, but I don't think he really, gives a damn, but I don't think anybody in WWE praises it. I mean, probably will, because people praise that, right? I guess you praise the man really brutalized the challenger for a match, and to some people, right? Okay. I don't condone that, and I really wouldn't. I'm not going to condone Lesnar's actions. Everybody else probably will, but, people, unless there's a fan of Lesnar, screw you, and you can all go to hell, but I'm not going to say something about it where, it's going to be an ongoing issue, but I don't know what, amount of conditions, but it ain't probably good. I wouldn't think it would be. I don't think that. I'm not really that surprised by it. And what, I mean, it's like the dude was already beaten down and really couldn't do anything because, Ziggler had him by the leg and really couldn't defend himself. That really kind of more from that revenge, but let me see what happens this coming Monday, see what happens with that, if any updates on it or whatever, but it probably won't be good because if he can't compete, then it's going to suck, but that's my thoughts on that. So I had another thought before I end this video. So I was thinking about doing a video on some other things and whatever, just thinking about what I want to talk about, talk about the Lesnar Rollins and Ellsworth situation I wanted to get addressed. But another one was the Batman situation with Rob Patterson. I still think that's a really bad business decision and a bad decision on their part in general. It's not something that I would want to see. It's just not. It's not a smart move. It never was and never will be. But I look at it as this: if this becomes somewhat successful and it doesn't screw up the rest of the DCU, then that's sad. But I looked at the rest of the DCU list of other movies, and I'm seeing some okay stuff, not anything amazing, but no Justice League Part 2. So that kind of draws a question to where, what the hell? And this is why I would blame DC for this, because you'll blame Patterson for this. You put Robert Pattinson in a situation where we had a Silver Bat movie coming around. We would have seen Justice League, but you guys, they screwed that up. I blame them for that because it's not fair. We don't get to see Justice League this year. If we do see next year, I don't know. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, really, you had to choose an idiot like this guy to replace somebody like Ben Affleck that was perfectly good for the role and still training for a movie of it, training for whatever and all that. But I mean, it's a sad situation where we don't have the right Batman, but we've got this group all that has never done this before. So why should we respect him or praise him and not judge him for this, or not give it a break on the subject? But that's not gonna happen because it's not a very smart move on anyone's part where you want to choose this guy as Batman and your future, you put your hands and money and future into this guy. You're an idiot. I wouldn't put anything into this. I would just slowly kill the project and just get rid of it because it's not something that really works for them or for the fans. The fans don't give a damn. Fans can say whatever the hell they want, but I don't. I'm against it. I mean, there are some good movies coming up, but with DC other than that, but I'm not seeing anything with Justice League yet. I don't know how it's gonna work out because there is no anything at this point because they just don't know what the hell they want or what they're doing, and it's kind of a sad question to where what's the future gonna hold for them, and I don't know. With DC, it's all about what works for them, but what doesn't work. What works for them, what doesn't work. Pattinson does not work. It's not Batman material. That's more of a joke within it. That's just like, you gotta be kidding me. But at least I look at this. Marvel's got more of a head on what they want. They have things going. They're set. They're good. Seeing all the movie times for next year, I'm happy with them all. DC, I'm disappointed and happy at the same time with most of it, but not all of it. It's just like, we would have seen so much good come out of this, and now we're seeing nothing but disappointment because they don't know what direction they want to go in. And tell me, they don't have a direction. They're just very, being very lost because that's what they are. And they just don't have the proper motivation to do things the right way, where you're trying to make $1 billion film here in the industry, and you're choosing the wrong guy to play this character. So why the hell would you do it? I mean, you're not making smart business decisions. You're making bad decisions because you morons don't have it, and they never will. And that's the problem they have. They just don't give a crap because you look at it this way: if they messed up, if they did the first Justice League and they messed that up completely and did totally bad, that'd be something to talk about. But you look at the future of DC, and I don't know. There's some movies that do make it awesome, come around, but other than that, I'm not seeing the real big picture here. I'm not seeing the amazing. I'm not seeing the shockers. I'm not seeing anything that really remotely puts it in the top, 1,000 top 10 categories of the best whatever of DC. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing more just straight up disappointment and straight up sadness because DC has lost their minds, and the effort to make anything great is just, they've killed it. And I don't think they have that. Go lay down. They don't have that motivation anymore because they don't know where to go. Or they don't know if Pattinson's going to stick around. They don't know if that's going to work, and I don't think it will. If you had Ben Affleck, you would have had a Batman movie. You would have had Justice League this year. We would have been happy as hell, but you guys screwed that up, so thank you for that, you morons. I don't think DC gets it or understands where you put in the worst decision of your lives in this idiot's hands, where Ben Affleck would have been perfectly grateful for it and continue the role, but now that's going to be a problem because you don't have anything to go with, and you don't have anything that really works. So why the hell should we praise him and not, bash him for what he's done and judge him for it, which we can? I mean, it's not like anyone's going to tell you not to say anything about it, which you can. It's just really stupid to where you have to think about, are the fans right or they're right? I think everybody's a little bit of right and a little bit of wrong. To me, yeah, I'm not wrong on any of this, but some people might say so, and I don't really care. I'm not with the Patterson situation. I'm not a friend of his. I'm not a whatever. I don't give a damn about him. He should just stick with doing, dumbass Twilight movies and stick with being a moron. But that's not the look that they should be going for. I think it's a bad call on them. I think it's just a bad decision, just in general, to think about. This is our Batman. This is the future of DC in this idiot's hand. Yeah, no, that's the future of disappointment and going bankrupt or just destroying completely, which he will do. He's not fit for this. I don't think he should be. And I think the young Bruce Wayne look is still stupid. I think it's dumb as hell. Unless you're doing a 6 season of Gotham or something or whatever, that works. But if you're trying, or Young Justice, which works better. But if you're trying to do something like this and making a real good impact on everybody around the world that wants to see this, you're going to be disappointed because they don't have a fucking clue what direction they want to go. They're going to go that way, or this way. They're going down there because they suck. Everything else that DC does is going to be successful. It's just certain things like that don't really fit the criteria of amazement and, awesomeness. It just fills it of sadness, disappointment, and just like regret of why did you morons make this? Because you had somebody set for the role perfectly, and now you just change something. You're doing Suicide Squad, you're doing everything else. It's just, certain movies like Suicide Squad and the Batman and, Harley Quinn and Joker movie, I don't know if that's going to be successful or not, but I don't think they had the right motivation for doing these, because if you're doing it rated R, that's not going to work. That's just going to kill it completely, because Marvel's done it for Deadpool, which makes it funny as hell, which is perfect. But if you're doing it for DC, that's not the criteria that really fits. That just kind of destroys it, where you're making it rated R. Why would you do that? What's the point of seeing people do that kind of crap? There's no point of it, and it's gonna kill it. Even with the new Suicide Squad, whatever that's gonna be, that might be destroyed too, because they're literally destroying themselves to where, what the fuck are you trying to prove here? By bringing up in a really messed up situation where you had the motivation, but you destroyed it because you chose an idiot to do this. And I don't think they had the motivation. I think they just kind of really fell behind on it. I don't think they had the right proper feel on anything. I think they just kind of really regretted, what they were trying to do. But to me, if they had the right motivation to do this stuff right, then why didn't you do it? Why didn't you choose the right people to put yourself in a great situation where you had it, but you morons screwed it up again? It's like, I'm not pleased with anything that DC does that's successful, but I look at it as this. If DC had the right motivation to do these things properly and not say, oh, we screwed up, we didn't know what we were doing, we didn't have the right motivation. You guys never had the motivation in the first place because your direction and your path and your vision sucked. And you never had that. You had more of, oh, I'm disappointed, I'm sad, I'm depressed, this shit's gonna suck. Well, it's gonna suck because you people have no vision in it, and it's true. Because there was no motivation, there was no anything good behind it. It was just straight up, I don't give a damn, I'll do whatever I want because that's how DC rolls. But to me, if you want to make something successful here, then why did you go down the wrong path? Why did you choose passing? Why did you choose this? Why did you choose that? Not the motivation I want to see. I'm seeing more of, what the hell were they thinking? You're putting it in a tough spot where you had it, you lost it. And they've lost it. But to me, they could have redeemed themselves. It's just not... I'm not seeing the motivation. I'm not seeing any type of success. I'm seeing more of getting laughed at or just shooting my ass kicked, because that's what they're going to do. They're kicking their own asses. They're kicking themselves in the face because they don't have the motivation. They don't have the skill to where, okay, If this could work, and say this does, I don't see it working at all. I see it failing them because they failed themselves to where they didn't have the proper vision and the proper motivation to do these things because they don't have anything. They have more of, okay, if this could have worked, and say it did, it blew up over the world, made millions of dollars, and was successful, then yeah, I have hope. But now I don't because I think their vision sucks. I think where they're trying to go with this is you're putting in somebody else's hands to make this movie, and whatever the future holds with DC with Suicide Squad and no one or Teen Titans, whatever. Teen Titans has to be successful because if you're trying to make that successful now and to make that man a complete failure, which it might be, why did you do it? Why couldn't you have the right vision to it? Okay, we had this person set, we had this set, but you screwed it up anyway. To me, they never had the motivation to begin with. They never had that proper psyche to where, okay, we knew where we wanted to go, we knew what we wanted to do, but they didn't have it. They never had it from the beginning. They had more of a downfall to where you look at what they had then and look at what they have now. You have Affleck then, Mormon now. Affleck would have been more successful for them to do these things because they had the vision of we wanted the right person for this. But going for the long look doesn't help you. It destroys you because you don't have that proper vision of to where this would have worked. This would have been successful. This would have been the greatest thing ever to do. But they never had that proper motivation because DC doesn't know what they want out of anything. They know what they want to see, but the fans want to see more. And the fans are right because we have a right to say, oh, this is going to work, this is going to suck. Well, if you want Pattinson as the new Batman, then that's going to suck. But they had the right motivation when they had Affleck. Because Ben Affleck would have been perfectly good for it, and it was. It's just when they're trying to do the right and the wrong thing, they don't have that key component to where, oh, this works for them. Oh, this is going to be a banger. This is going to be successful for them in any way. No. The only success they would have had if they didn't screw this up again, and if they screw up every other movie that they do so far besides, Wonder Woman and all that, which will be fine, it's just I'm worried about everything else they're trying to do that's not going to work for them because I don't see it. I don't see that vision of this could be the greatest thing in the world. This could be the worst thing in the world, and I think it's gonna be the worst thing in the world because they're not putting the pieces together properly. They're putting together the wrong way where you had the right person to do these things, and now you get destroyed because you think it's the right thing to do, and you think nothing's gonna go wrong, anything else all gonna be fine, no dandy. But no, they are literally destroying DC piece by piece because they don't know what the hell they want out of anything at all in their own state of mind. If they had that motivation, lay down, Lola. Lay down, lay down. If they had that proper motivation, if they had that vision, why the hell did they blow it up and lose their minds over something so gratefully awesome, but they killed it? I don't think they ever had the right idea of where they want to go. I think they just chose passing out of desperation because they needed it. And whatever becomes of that, that's going to fail. But I'm more concerned with Suicide Squad because I want to see what that's going to be. I want to see what success that's going to bring to them that they never had. And to me, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot of that motivation in them anymore because they've lost that because of what they've done with Patterson and whatever else is going to go down. And if they screw up anything else, it's going to be on them because they know they can't make good films because they don't know what the hell they're doing. But if you can make successful films like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Shazam, and everything else, then yeah, you have hope. But if you destroy this, which you will, then why you bother? I mean, why would anybody bother to say that DC could be the best and most successful thing in the world? But all they've done is destroy and make everybody pissed off and aggravated. It's like, that's not motivation, that's just being a moron. And they never had that proper excitement from the beginning because I don't think they've ever had anything to go from. I don't think they've ever had that shocker or amazement or just like We know what we want. We know what we want to see, but we're not seeing it. I'm seeing more of, why the hell did we do this? Why did we make this, and why are we wasting our time? Because I think they're wasting time on a lot of effort on putting together really good films this year that really need to put out a story. And their story is just not fitting well with any sequels, because they never had any good sequels to anything that really works. If it was successful, and say all this works out, then it might be a whole different conversation. If it was, then yeah. If it isn't, it's not. I look at it as this. If anything comes to and it works out for them, congrats. But if it fails, then I know it's right, because I know I am. If they could do one thing correctly without trying to screw up so many different situations, they would have had it. But they don't. So, I don't know. That's my opinion on that. So again, it's boy Big G. Like and subscribe to this video. Until then, man, love him. See you.